Today we are making a homemade honey garlic cheesesteak with vegan provolone cheese, y'all. Don't that look good? Now, boom, let's get into it. I usually like to use halal beef sandwich slices because halal meat usually doesn't have like antibiotics and hormones in it. So we're gonna take some olive oil and throw them slices in there. I use like 2 slices. I think that's a good amount for the type of roll I'm using. Now, I like to use this mayo because it's healthier and doesn't have soybean oil. Some people say that soy can actually disrupt your hormones, mainly because it contains compounds that are similar to estrogen. So what I did next was I toasted the roll and then put that organic mayo all up in there. Now, once one side of the meat was done cooking, I flipped it over. I didn't chop it up yet, but I did add some onions in there. Add as many as you want. I added a lot, obviously. Then what you're gonna do next is you're gonna chop it up, chop it up. Don't chop it up too finely like ground beef. You still want like small chunks. Here, let me show y'all. So this is what you want, small chunks. Not too small and not too thick. Trust me, I'm from Philly. I know a little bit about cheesesteaks. Then what I like to do is put the lid on there so the meat can get like real tender and juicy without drying out. I like the meat to be a little bit well done so the lid helps it not dry out. Now, I'm feeling a little experimental today, so I had some honey garlic sauce left over from Chinese food I had the other day. I poured that right on there. Now, you could probably make this sauce with soy sauce, honey, and some garlic, but I'm telling you, this is a game changer right here. I'm not going to add any salt because the sauce has enough salt in it, but I did add some black pepper and some onion powder to it as well. Make sure you mix it up real good. Let that meat simmer in the sauce just for a few minutes. You can put it on low while it simmers down. And then you want the sauce to like thicken up a little bit like this. Make sure you put the meat in a line, right? You organize it into a line like that. You could use whatever cheese you want, but I'm using Violife smoked provolone cheese today. Honestly, that's my favorite vegan cheese, honestly. Like, it's good on sandwiches, it's good melted, it's good in everything pretty much. Make sure you gently place the roll over the meat that you just lined up. Let me show y'all. See, it should look something like that. If your roll is too crunchy, you could put the lid on there for a few seconds and soften it up. Now, this is the most important part. You got to scoop that thing up in there. You might not get it all in one scoop, but yeah, just scoop it all in there. Don't that look good and juicy and just succulent and super flavorful? Oh my God, yo. It was so good. Scrape up every little bit of meat. We is not wasting food today. When I say every little bit of meat, I mean every little ounce of that meat. Put it in that roll. Trust me, when you taste it, you'll see why you're putting every little bit of that meat in there. And there we have it, our homemade honey garlic cheesesteak with vegan provolone cheese, y'all. I topped it with some cilantro. Cilantro also has health benefits too. So put as much as you want on there and let me know what you think in the comments.